Hello my dear students, hope you all are fine and safe at your home. In the previous class we discussed about limits. So we have discussed how to calculate the limit of a function. So just we are revising there. Limit of a function means normally we are writing the function as f of x. So its meaning is when we are changing the value of x, correspondingly value of f of x also will change. So in that we discussed as x tends to any other value. Suppose as x tends to a means when the value of x is approximately equal to a, then we will say the value of the function will be equal to f of a, and we discussed some questions based on that. So today we are going to study about the next type there. Okay, so just write down that result and after that we can check how to prove it. So the first result is just write down there, if limit x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a is equal to n into a raised to n minus 1. Means if the question is given in this form there, just to check how to identify when we have to use this form there. The first two expression, the numerator should be in the power and these two powers should be same only. And here x tends to a, here this number also should be equal to a only, and in denominator power of x and power of a should be same only. So when we are getting an expression in this way, then directly we can write the limit of that function will be equal to n into a raised to n minus 1, because directly if we will substitute here x is equal to a, we will get both numerator and denominator equal to 0. Now we can check how we got this result there. So if you will check this expression, what is the meaning there? We are dividing x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a. So I am just going to divide it here. Okay. X raised to n minus a raised to n, I am dividing it by x minus a. So same method here. First we have to cancel this x raised to n. So by which number we can multiply x to get x raised to n? Yes, we will multiply it by x raised to n minus 1. So x raised to n minus 1 into x, that will be equal to x raised to n. Then x raised to n minus 1 multiplied by minus a. Then we will get here minus a into x raised to n minus 1. Now what we will do? We will do the subtraction. Then here negative and this expression will become positive. So x raised to n will get cancelled. Remaining we are getting here a into x raised to n minus 1 minus a raised to n. Now again continue. By which number we should multiply x to get a into x raised to n minus 1? Yes, by which number? Yes, that will be equal to a into x raised to n minus 2. So here we will write down a into x raised to n minus 2. So just to do the multiplication, a will come here, then x raised to n minus 2 into x raised to 1. So we will get here n minus 2 plus 1. So that will be equal to x raised to n minus 1 minus a into a will be equal to a square into x raised to n minus 2. Now again we will do the subtraction here. Minus this expression will be equal to plus. So this will get cancelled. Then again we will get here a square into x raised to n minus 2 minus a raised to n. So in this way we will continue the division till where? Till nth term. So now just write down here, we are getting in this way. How we are getting? Limit x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a is equal to, we are getting the quotient in this way. First one is x raised to n minus 1. Second one we are getting a into x raised to n minus 2. By seeing the pattern, what can be the third one? It will be equal to a square. Here n minus 1, n minus 2. So next it will be equal to x raised to n minus 3, etc. Till how many terms? Till n terms. Okay. So now here also limit will come there. Limit x tends to a. Now what we are going to do? In place of x, we are going to substitute a. So here it will be equal to a raised to n minus 1 plus here also a into a raised to n minus 2 plus a square into a raised to n minus 3 etc. Plus how many times? Here we have till n terms there. So here we are getting a raised to n minus 1 plus a, if nothing is there means its power is 1. So a raised to 1 into a raised to n minus 2, that will be equal to a raised to n minus 1. Here also we are getting a raised to n minus 1 in this way. How many times we are adding a raised to n minus 1? N times. So it will be equal to n into a raised to n minus 1. So that is the formula which we wrote here. So again, to use the formula, just check these two numbers should be same. If here it is x, here also it should be equal to x, and denominator should be a linear equation only. Okay, linear polynomial. So I hope the formula is clear to you. Okay, now we'll solve some questions based on this formula. So write down the first one. Question is evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. In that, first question is limit x tends to 2, x raised to 10 minus 1024 by x minus 2. We have to calculate x raised to 10 minus 1024 by x minus 2. Limit x tends to 2. So this part is okay. X minus 2. Here also x tends to 2 only. X raised to 10 is written. But here, whatever number we are writing here, same number should come here also, and the power should be same only. So now we have to check whether 1024 is 2 raised to 10 only. Yes, correct. 1024. If you will do the factorization, we will get here this is equal to 2 raised to 10 by x minus 2. Now, our formula is n into a raised to n minus 1. N means the power in the numerator, what power is coming, that is the value of n, because both the powers should be equal. So 10 into a raised to, in place of a what we have? 2. 2 raised to n minus 1. So 2 raised to n minus 1 means 2 raised to 10 minus 1. So we will get here 10 into 2 raised to 9. So now we want what is the value of 2 raised to 9? Just divide it by 2 because it is 2 raised to 10. So if you will divide, what will come? 512. So answer will be equal to 5120. So I hope how to use the formula that is clear to you. Okay. Now we'll do the next question. In the next question it is written evaluate limit x tends to 5, x tends to 5, x cube minus 125 by x minus 5. So rest everything okay. Now what we have to do here? If x cube is written, so this expression also should be written as cube only. 125 is the cube of 5. So here it will be equal to x cube minus 5 cube by x minus 5. Now directly we can use the formula. In place of n, what we have? 3 into, in place of a what we have? 5. 5 raised to 3 minus 1. So it will be equal to 3 into 5 square. And how much is 5 square? 25. So 25 3s is 75. Clear? Okay. Now write down the next question. Third question is limit x tends to 9. Limit x tends to 9. X raised to 3 by 2 minus 27 by x minus 9. Now you just check in the question. Rest all okay. X tends to 9. Here also we have x minus 9. But here 27 we don't want there. What we want here? 9. And the power also should be 3 by 2 only. So now we can check whether we can rewrite 27 as 9 raised to 3 by 2. So just to check. 9 raised to 3 by 2. 9 how we can rewrite? 9 can be written as 3 square. So raised to 3 by 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We will get here equal to 3 cubed, which is equal to 27. So in the next step, we are going to rearrange it in the formula there. So it will be equal to x raised to 32 minus 27 can be written as 9 raised to 3 by 2. X raised to 3 by 2 minus 9 raised to 3 by 2 by x minus 9. Now apply the formula. According to the formula, what should come first? N. In place of n we have 3 by 2 into a raised to. In place of a what we have? 9 raised to n minus 1. So we will get there 3 by 2 minus 1. Then it will be equal to 3 by 2 into. Do the cross multiplication. Then it will be equal to 3 minus 2. 1. 9 raised to 1 by 2. 9 raised to 1 by 2. Really its meaning is square root of 9. If you don't know that, how we can rewrite that 9? 9 can be written as 3 square raised to 1 by 2. So here 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We will get here 3. So it will be equal to 9 by 2. Otherwise here only you can write square root of 9 is 3. That depends on you. If you know, then directly you can write. Otherwise you can rewrite in this way. Okay. Now the next question. In question number 4 it is written, evaluate limit x tends to 2, limit x tends to 2, x raised to 10 minus 1024 by x raised to 5 minus 32. So first what we can do, we can express in terms of power there. It will be equal to x raised to 10 minus, in the previous one also we wrote there, 1024 is 2 raised to 10 by x raised to 5 minus 32 can be written as 2 raised to 5. But here we cannot use the formula, because to use the formula, denominator should be a linear polynomial, correct? If here we have x and 2, then in denominator we need x minus 2. Here also if we have x and 2, then in denominator we need there x minus 2. So for that what we should do? Yes, we will divide both numerator and denominator by x minus 2. So here only you can write this is divided by x minus 2 and this one also divided by x minus 2. Now here we can use the formula now. Limit x tends to 2, x raised to 10 minus 2 raised to 10 by x minus 2. So according to the formula, in place of n what we have? 10 into 2 raised to n minus 1. So 2 raised to 9 by. Here also we can use the formula. In place of n we have 5 into 2 raised to 5 minus 1. So 2 raised to 4. Here we can cancel it. 5 2s are 10. 2 raised to 9 divided by 2 raised to 4. So that will be equal to 2 raised to 5. So 2 into 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 is 32. 32 into 2 is 64. Okay. So how to use the formulas, I think it's getting clear. Now the next question is question number 5. Evaluate limit x tends to 1. Evaluate limit x tends to 1, z tends to 1, not x, z tends to 1, z raised to 1 by 8 minus 1 by z raised to 1 by 6 minus 1. Rest everything okay. Z raised to 1 is there. Here also we have 1 only. But again what we need there? In the denominator we need a linear polynomial. Power of z and power of this number. One power is 1 only. Power of the number should be 1 only. Then again what we can do? Yes, we can divide both numerator and denominator by z minus 1. So dividing both numerator and denominator by z minus 1. Now directly we can use the formula. In place of n what we have here? 1 by 8. So it will be equal to 1 by 8 into z raised 1 by 8 into 1 raised to 1 by 8 minus 1 by Here it will be equal to 1 by 6 into 1 raised to 1 by 6 minus 1. Here calculation also not needed because 1 raised to any number that will give you 1 only. So that's why don't do the calculation there. So remaining it will be equal to 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 6. Now we can change the division into multiplication. Then it will be equal to 1 by 8 into 6 by 1. Now we can cancel it. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are. So answer will be equal to 3 by 4. Now next question number 6. In question number 6 it is written, evaluate limit x tends to 0, 1 minus x whole raised to n minus 1 by x. Now just to check here the formulas which we discussed there. Here no negative sign, no other terms are there, only one term, and here we have two terms there. But in this question we don't have in this way. Then how we can do this one? Yes, here in place of 1 minus x we don't want two terms there. So what we are going to do? We are going to take 1 minus x as 1. Okay, what I am going to take here, in place of 1 minus x, I am going to write 1. So from here, can you tell me what will be the value of x? Yes, x can be written as 1 minus y, correct? X can be written as 1 minus y. So now we will substitute here. Now here as we are writing x in terms of y, limit also will change there. Now we can check how the limit will change there. As x tends to 0 means when the value of x will be equal to 0, what will be the value of y? So just to check there, when x is equal to 0, what will be the value of y? Y will be equal to 1. So you just write down there, y tends to 1. Now we are going to change the limit also because now we are going to rewrite in terms of y. So write down here limit y tends to 1. In place of 1 minus x, what we are writing here? Y. So it will be equal to y raised to n. And since we know power should be equal only, 1 can be written as 1 raised to n by x. In place of x, what we can write? 1 minus y. So here 1 minus y is written there. Now is it in the form of the formula general form there? No, because if here y is written, here also y only should come. Here a difference of negative sign is there. So what we can do? We can take a negative sign outside. Then it will be equal to minus limit y tends to 1, y raised to n minus 1 raised to n by y minus 1. Now we can apply the formula. In place of n, what we have? In place of n, we have n only. So it will be equal to n into 1 raised to n minus 1. 1 raised to any number will be equal to 1 only. So answer will be equal to n. Okay. Now next question. In 7th question it is written, evaluate limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole raised to 6 minus 1 by 1 plus x whole square minus 1. So here also we have two terms there, but in that general form we don't have two terms here. So again we will substitute here 1 plus x we are taking as y there. So just 1 plus x taken as y, here we don't have x, so you don't have to write x also. Now change the limit there as x tends to 0. Means when the value of x equal to 0, what will be the value of y? Y tends to 1. So now just substitute there. So it will be equal to now limit y tends to 1. Limit y tends to 1. In place of 1 plus x we have y. So it will be equal to y raised to 6 minus 1 can be written as 1 raised to 6. This we are writing to make these two powers same. Okay. Now here what will come? Y square minus 1. Again here to make them equal 1 can be written as 1 square. But still it is not in that general form there. In the general form denominator should be a linear polynomial only. So what we will do? Yes, we will divide both numerator and denominator by y minus 1. Now can we use the formula? In place of n what we have? 6. 6 into 1 raised to 6 minus 1. 5 by here what we have? 2 into 1 raised to 1. So that will be equal to 1 only. Here it will get cancelled. We will get the answer is equal to 3. So I hope how to use the formulas by doing these questions are clear. Okay. Now write down the next question. Question number 8. In question number 8 it is written, evaluate limit x tends to a, limit x tends to a, x plus 2 whole raised to 5 by 3 minus a plus 2 whole raised to 5 by 3 by x minus a. Again just to check here, in the formula we don't have any plus or minus sign here, only one term there, and since here we have two separate terms only, we will take it as two different variables. So first one, x plus 2 I am taking as y there, and a plus 2 can we take it as z? Okay, so a plus 2 taken as z there. Here our limit x tends to a. So when x tends to a, what will be the value of y? Y tends to, when x tends to a, y tends to a plus 2. Now just to change the limit there, limit y tends to a plus 2. And what is a plus 2? A plus 2 is z. So just to write down there, limit y tends to z. In place of x plus 2, what we can substitute? Y. So it will be equal to y raised to 5 by 3 minus z raised to, here 5 by 3 only, z raised to 5 by 3 by, in place of x what we will write? Y minus 2. Y minus 2 minus, in place of a what will come? Z minus 2, and since minus is there we can write minus z plus 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled here. So we are getting here limit y tends to z, y raised to 5 by 3 minus z raised to 5 by 3 by y minus z. So it is in the form of the general form there. In place of n what we have? 5 by 3 into, in place of a what we have here? Z. So it will be equal to z raised to 5 by 3 minus 1. So z raised to 5 by 3 minus 1 will be equal to z raised to 2 by 3. So just write down there 5 by 3 into z raised to 2 by 3. Now in place of z what we will do? We will substitute the value. Z is equal to a plus 2. So just substitute here. 5 by 3 into a plus 2 raised to 2 by 3. This much only you have to do. Okay. Now next question. Question number 9. It is written, if limit x tends to 2, x raised to n minus 2 raised to n by x minus 2 is equal to 80. Limit x tends to 2, x raised to n minus 2 raised to n by x minus 2 is equal to 80. Find n. Now here we can check. It is already written in the general form there. So directly we can use the formula. In place of n what we have? In place of n we have n only. So n into 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to how much we have here? 80. Now here just to check, the left hand side is written in the form of product, but right hand side is a single term only. Now we will factorize 80. So just to do the factorization, 80 is divisible by 2. So 2 4s are 80, 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are, then 2 5s are. So 80 can be written as, how many times we wrote here? 2? 4 times. So 2 raised to 4 into this 5 is remaining. So just write down there n into 2 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 80 can be written as, only 5 is remaining, so that we wrote here into 2 raised to 4. Now just to check here also we have 2 raised to n minus 1, and here also our base is 2 only. So either you can equate the power, n minus 1 is equal to 4 will give you n is equal to 5, or you can equate this number also. What is the number multiplied here? N. And what is the number multiplied here? 5. So directly we can write n is equal to 5. Okay. Now next question. The next question it is written, if limit x tends to 1, x raised to 4 minus 1 by x minus 1 is equal to limit x tends to k, x cube minus k cube by x square minus k square. Then find k. So here left hand side is okay, it is written in the general form only. Directly we can use the formula here. But check the right hand side. In the right hand side, the denominator is not a linear polynomial. But to use the formula, denominator should be a linear polynomial. And here if it is written x cube minus k cube, denominator should be equal to x minus k only in both. So what we will do? We will divide both numerator and denominator by x minus k. So this one here only I am doing to reduce the steps there. Now directly we can use the formula. Here what will come? 4 into 1 raised to 4 minus 1. So that is equal to 3. Here first we are going to use the formula here. So it will be equal to, in place of n we have 3. 3 into k raised to n minus 1. So k square by, here what will come? 2 into k raised to 2 minus 1. So that will be equal to k only. So here we are getting 4 is equal to k square and k will get cancelled. So 3k by 2. So from here we will get k is equal to 4 2s are 8 by 3. So the value of k is 8 by 3. So I hope all these questions are clear to you. Okay. Now we are going to do the next type questions there. Okay. So in the next type question, first we have to check how to identify the question there. So to identify the question, just check if you are getting a square root in the question. If you have a square root in the question, then we have to apply the method of rationalization. So rationalization you studied in 9th class. Once again we will revise how to rationalize it. Okay. In 9th class we studied only rationalization of denominator, but that is not necessary. If you want, if irrational numbers are there in numerator, then we can rationalize the numerator also. If in both numerator and denominator we have irrational numbers, then we can rationalize both numerator and denominator. So that we can discuss how to do the question. So write down here, evaluate the following limits. So in that first question is limit x tends to 0, square root of 2 plus x minus square root of 2 by x. Now just to check here, in place of x directly if you will substitute 0, what will come? Root 2 minus root 2, that will be equal to 0. So 0 by 0, that form is not applicable. So now what we are going to do? We are going to, here, irrational numbers we have in numerator only. So we are going to rationalize the numerator. How we are going to rationalize it? Here, just to check, the numbers should be same only. Whatever the sign is there, just to change the sign. If it is negative, we will multiply it by positive. Both numerator and denominator. So just to multiply here, root 2 plus x plus root 2 by root 2 plus x plus root 2. So we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator by same number here. Okay. So now next step is why we are changing the sign there. We are changing the sign so that we can use the identity. When we will change the sign, it will come in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So if it can be written in this form, then we can use the identity, that is a square minus b square. In place of a, what we have? Root 2 plus x. So it will be equal to root 2 plus x the whole square minus root 2 square by denominator. You don't have to do anything. Just rewrite the denominator as it is. X into, remaining is here, root 2 plus x plus root 2. Now, can you tell me what will be square root of 2 plus plus x the whole square. Now when square root is there and the whole square is there, then square and square root will get cancelled. Only the expression which is inside the square root that will come. So remaining it will be equal to 2 plus x. Here we will get here minus 2 by denominator as it is x into root 2 plus x plus root 2. Now just to check, anything will get cancelled. Yes, 2 and 2 will get cancelled here. So remaining expression is limit x tends to 0 x by x into square root of 2 plus x plus root 2. Now here x and x also will get cancelled. Now what we will do? Substitute x is equal to 0. So just to check here, in all the steps I wrote limit there. When we have to avoid writing this limit, when in place of x we are substituting 0. So now we are going to substitute in place of x 0. So it will be equal to 1 by square root of 2 plus 0. So that will be equal to square root of 2 plus square root of 2. What will be root 2 plus root 2? Root 4. No, root 2 plus root 2. Whenever in square root same numbers are there, we are adding the coefficient which is written there. At present no coefficient is there, so we can write it as 1 there. So it will be equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. So our answer will be equal to 1 by 2 root 2. So I hope how to rationalize and how to simplify it is clear. Okay. Now we will do the next question. Question number 2. In question number 2 we have limit x tends to a. Limit x tends to a. X tends to 4. X tends to 4. X square minus 16 by square root of x square plus 9 minus 5. Now in this question we have irrational number here. So we will rationalize the denominator. So again to rationalize the denominator, what we will do? Here we have minus sign. So we have to change the sign and we will multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of x square plus 9. Don't change any sign here. Here only you have to change the sign. So it will be equal to plus 5 by square root of x square plus 9 plus 5. Now we are going to rationalize the denominator. So in numerator you don't have to do anything. Just write down there as it is. X square minus 16 we have, and then remaining we have here x square plus 9 plus 5 by. In denominator what we can do? We can use the identity. Here this is a, this one is b, this one if we take at a and b, again it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. Then we will get there x square plus 9 because square root will get cancelled minus b square. B square in place of b what we have? 5. So minus 25. Then it will be equal to limit x tends to 4 x square minus 16 into square root of x square plus 9 plus 5 by x square 9 minus 25 will be equal to minus 16. Now here x square minus 16 will get cancelled. Now what we can do? In place of x we can substitute 4. Then it will be equal to, now avoid writing that limit there. Square root of 4 square. 4 square will be equal to 16 plus 9 plus 5. 16 plus 9 25. And what is square root of 25? 5. So it will be equal to 10. Okay. Now next question. Question number 3. In question number 3 it is given evaluate limit x tends to a square root of a plus 2x minus square root of 3x by square root of 3a plus x minus 2 root x. Okay, this is the question. Now in this question what happened there? Yes, we have irrational numbers in both numerator and denominator. So when we have irrational numbers in both numerator and denominator, what we will do? Yes, we will rationalize both numerator and denominator. So first, to rationalize this numerator, what we will do? We will multiply both by square root of a plus 2x plus root 3x by square root of a plus 2x plus root 3x. Now to rationalize the denominator, we have to multiply it by square root of 3a plus x plus 2 root x by square root of 3a plus x plus 2 root x. Now next step we can check how to simplify it. Limit x tends to a. Don't get panic by this long expression there. Just simplify it. Okay. So here what we did there, we rationalized the numerator there. So which are same terms, these two. Correct? So in these two we have to use the identity. So it will be equal to a square minus b square. So square root will get cancelled. Expression will be equal to a plus 2x minus 3x. In these two we used the identity there. The next expression you have to write down as it is. Square root of 3a plus x plus 2 root x by. Here we can check in which term we can use the identity. These two terms. Correct? It is in the form a minus b into a plus b. So that will be equal to a square minus b square. Then we will get here 3a plus x minus, what will be b square? 2 root x the whole square. 2 square is 4. Root x square is x. Then we will get here 4x. Now remaining term you write down as it is there. Square root of a plus 2x plus root 3x. Don't do anything there. Now we can just simplify it and after that we can substitute x is equal to a. So here it will be equal to 2x minus 3x minus x. We will get here a minus x into root 3a plus x plus 2 root x by here 3a x minus 4x, that will be equal to 3x. So 3a minus 3x. Can we take 3 common? Yes, inside the bracket what will come? A minus x. Now remaining expression square root of a plus 2x plus root 3x. Now here a minus x and a minus x will get cancelled. Now what we will do? Yes, in place of x we will substitute the value. So it will be equal to now square root of 3a plus a. So we will get here square root of 4a plus 2 into, in place of x we are substituting a. So 2 into root a by 3 into here a plus 2a. So that will be equal to root 3a plus here root 3a. Now we can simplify it. 4 root a. How we can rewrite that? 4 root a square root of 4 is 2. So it can be written as 2 root a plus 2 root a by 3 into here root 3a plus root 3a. What will be that one? Root 3a plus root 3a. The number is there means that is 1. So 1 root 3a plus 1 root 3a, that will be equal to 2 root 3a. It can be written as root 3 into root a. So now here 2 root a plus 2 root a, that will be equal to 4 root a by denominator we have 3 into 2 into root 3 into root a. So root a and root a will get cancelled. Remaining will get the answer here. This also will get cancelled. 2 by 3 root 3. So I hope it is clear. Okay. Now we will do the next question. Last question this one. Okay. Write down the question. Evaluate limit x tends to 4. Limit x tends to 4. 3 minus square root of 5 plus x by 1 minus square root of 5 minus x. So here also we have irrational numbers in both numerator and denominator. So we have to rationalize both numerator and denominator. So first rationalizing the numerator. So 3 plus square root of 5 plus x. 3 plus square root of 5 plus x. Now we will rationalize the denominator. So it will come 1 plus square root of 5 minus x by 1 plus square root of 5 minus x. Now we will use the identity to simplify it. Just to check, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So it will be equal to a square, 3 square, 9 minus b square. Then square root will get cancelled, we will get there 5 plus x into 1 plus square root of 5 minus x by, in denominator which two terms are same? These two. So here we can use the identity. So it will be equal to 1 square 1 minus inside the bracket 5 minus x, and the remaining term is 3 plus square root of 5 plus x. Now just to simplify it, just to check, when we will multiply here by negative sign, what will come? 9 minus 4. So that will be equal to 4 minus x into 1 plus square root of 5 minus x. By here what will come? 1 minus 5 minus 4. Minus into minus plus. So we will get there x minus 4. X minus 4 into 3 plus square root of 5 plus x. Now what is the difference here in these two? Only a difference of negative sign. So if I will take a negative sign common, these two expression will be same. So we can cancel these two expression. So in the next step, I am just writing a negative sign here and we are assuming that these two are cancelled. So remaining expression is limit x tends to 4, 1 plus square root of 5 minus x by 3 plus square root of 5 plus x. Now what we will do? In place of x substitute 4. So check what will come. Minus sign is there. Okay. So remaining is 1 plus square root of 5 minus 4. So that will be equal to 1 by denominator 3 plus square root of 5 plus 4, 9. Root 9 is 3. So it will be equal to minus 2 by 6. We can cancel it and answer will be equal to minus 1 by 3. So I hope whatever questions we discussed today, these are clear to you. So all of you, already I have given you the questions through WhatsApp. So you can do the question and in case of any doubt you can ask. Thank you.